Oh! Oh, no, 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 no! No, it wasn't me, it was Ignacio! He's the one! Oh, no! Oh, no, 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 no! Ay, siempre soy amigo! Siempre, siempre
Shut
soy
up,
amigo
right?
del cartel!
Shut up! I just speak English.
Lalo didn't send you? No, Lalo?
Who?
Oh, thank God! Oh, Christ! Oh, I thought...
Hey guys, Kiwi here. In this video, I'll be breaking down the character Nacho once again from Better Call Saul as we discuss and analyze what exactly his future is, along with predicting where he might be during the Breaking Bad timeline. With all of that being said, warning of spoilers for everything in the show up to Season 3 Episode 8, and let's jump right into this. Now, although Nacho isn't actually seen in Breaking Bad, his name is referenced during one of our first Saul Goodman scenes of the show. During the night that Walt and Jesse have brought out Saul to the desert, Saul blurts out that it wasn't me, it was Ignacio. Now, I'll get more in depth with that scene later on in the video, but for now I'll just mention that it is confirmed by both the show creators and Michael Mando himself, who plays Nacho, that the Ignacio Saul is talking about during that scene in Breaking Bad is indeed Nacho Varga from Better Call Saul. To make a long story short, Nacho wants to kill Hector due to Hector wanting to use his father's sewing business to smuggle drugs across the border. He got Price to order him the capsules, along with Mike giving him advice on how to get away with it without getting caught. Now, as I said, we know that Hector still lives into the Breaking Bad timeline, so what does this mean for Nacho? Well, in my opinion, I've come to the conclusion that either Nacho will be killed for this, or he'll eventually hopefully meet the vacuum repairman from Breaking Bad in order to gain a new identity and go into hiding. If Hector lives and something goes wrong, Nacho may not be able to handle the pressure and stress of still working for Hector while hoping that no one catches on to the idea that he gave Hector fake pills. Now, with all that being said, will Nacho actually try to skip town and run away? If he attempts to do this, I imagine that he'll have to try and convince his father of everything going on and that it's the right thing to do, which will probably be difficult in its own right. Nacho's father is a very simple man who probably won't fully understand the gravity of this situation, as he might just recommend calling the police or something like that. I hope that if Nacho does go into hiding, that he can convince his dad to do so as well, without too much issue, as I'd like for them to escape together, obviously. Now, circling back to the original Breaking Bad scene where Saul mentions Ignacio, this confirms that Jimmy is eventually aware of what Nacho does to Hector, and by Saul's reaction, it seems like he was involved with it somehow. I wonder how exactly Nacho or Mike will involve Jimmy with their situation, considering that Nacho has filled and swapped the pills on his own. All we have to do now is wait and watch how it all goes down at the end of Season 3, as Hector inevitably ends up in a wheelchair. I assume that Mike or Nacho will involve Jimmy once they realize that Hector is still alive and that Nacho's plan didn't work completely, but I'm still unsure as to how exactly Jimmy will help Nacho's situation. The only obvious thing that I can think of involves Jimmy going to the veterinarian and getting the connection to the vacuum repairman in order to help Nacho disappear. But considering that Mike referred Jimmy to the vet in the first place, I assume that Mike could just go there himself to get the connection for Nacho. Jimmy ends up knowing the vacuum repairman in Breaking Bad, while I believe Gus doesn't, however, so I'm unsure how exactly this will all go down, but let me know what you guys think in the comments. Also, when Saul asks Walt and Jesse in the desert if Lalo sent them, I assume that he means Don Eladio. Don Eladio is Hector's boss, along with the leader of the entire cartel in general. If something happened to Hector, you could probably assume that Eladio would have people look into it, considering that Hector works for him. Now, some people speculate that Lalo is an entirely new character, and although that would be interesting to see develop, time for that has already clearly run out, considering that Nacho's plans are already set in motion. When we originally found out that Nacho's real name was Ignacio during Season 2, we assumed that we would be seeing this new Lalo character before we see what reason Saul has to yell Nacho's name in Breaking Bad. but now that the reveal of Hector's condition is just around the corner, it's pretty safe to say that Lalo was just short for Eladio, as these characters have already been shown to us, so we can assume that they'll be somehow playing a larger role in Saul's story. And in all honesty, I'll be surprised if Lalo wasn't on Eladio at this point. Now, I'm not saying that the show creators originally knew in season 2 of Breaking Bad that this Lalo person was going to end up being Don Eladio, especially in the spin-off, but the show creators have done such a good job at taking bits and pieces from Breaking Bad and just making them subtly blow your mind in Better Call Saul, as they just add so many more layers onto the story. And that's all a part of creating a prequel to a show in general. You're going to have obstacles and restrictions to work around, but Vince Gilligan and the show creators do just such an amazing job at using that to their advantage. So it seems like Nacho fails to kill Hector, resulting in Saul knowing the truth and always being scared to look over his shoulder due to being in fear of the cartel eventually tracking him down and blaming him for what happened to Hector. It's a shame that Saul Goodman will always be wondering if the cartel will ever come looking for him, as Saul just instantly assumes that Walt and Jesse were sent to take care of him for being in affiliation with Hector's condition. Anyways, as I've said, feel free to leave your opinions or theories down in the comments section below, along with your own predictions on how Nacho fits into the Breaking Bad scene of Saul calling out Ignacio. I'd appreciate a like on the video if you've enjoyed anything I've said today, or even subscribe for more Better Call Saul and Breaking Bad content in the near future. I thank you all so much for watching, and until next time, I'll talk to you guys later. Peace out.